All right, check out our new sponsor, Greenwood Stocks. They want you to know how to be able to trade stocks and be your own boss and be free to travel the world by making passive income. We all need that passive income from stock market. What are you waiting for? Call or text 281-760-3170. If you didn't catch that, that's on your screen. Or check them out at social media, Greenwood Stocks, and catch them at Gmail, greenwoodstocktrading at Gmail, and the YouTube channel is Greenwood Stocks. Appreciate them for giving me the opportunity. Check them out. We out. All right, Scottie Pippen calls Phil Jackson racist. Let's talk about it. Make sure you check out the NBA Talk playlist, share the video. And Scottie got a new book coming out, by the way. But Scottie says Phil Jackson is racist, who tried to expose Kobe Bryant. Okay, Yahoo Sports, I'm reading from this. NBA Hall of Famer and Chicago Bull legend, Scottie Pippen isn't holding back anymore when it comes to his feelings about the past. He's continuing to discuss his infamous decision to take himself out the '94 playoff game and opening up more than ever. Like I said, he got a book coming out. In the game, head coach Phil Jackson drew up a game-winning shot for Tony Kukoc. In an interview with GQ last week, the same interview in which he criticized Kevin Durant and Ben Simmons, Pippen said that he felt insulted and disrespected by Phil Jackson because that's not all. He also said that he felt Jackson denied him the final shot was a racial move. I don't think it's a misquote. I don't think it's a mystery. You need to read between the lines and between the fine lines. It was my first year playing without Michael Jordan. Why wouldn't I be taking that last shot? I've been through the ups and downs, the battles with the Pistons, and now you're going to insult me and tell me to take me out? I thought it was a pretty low blow. I felt it was an opportunity to give Kukoc a rise. It was a racial move to give him a rise after all I've been through with this organization. Are you going to tell me to take the ball in my hands and throw it to Tony Kukoc? You're insulting me. That's how I feel, okay? Dan Patrick asked Pippen about the racial comment in an interview on Monday morning show. Pippen didn't hold back away from it. In fact, he doubled down on Phil Jackson racist, Jackson a racist instead of just implying it.
Help me understand the GQ article where you talked about the 1994 playoff game when you refused to go back in the game and Phil set up the play for Tony Kukoc.
Oh, I mean, there's not much to be said if you go back and look at when Scottie Pippen entered the Bulls and when Tony Kukoc entered the Bulls and who deserved the last shot of the game.
No, I understand that, Scottie. I'm just going by what you said. You said you need to read between the fine lines, and then you go on to say it was a racial move to give him, Tony Kukoc, a rise.
So, I mean, if you knew that Scottie Pippen had been with the Bulls from '87, battled through the Pistons, and every other team that we had to get to those 3 championships, wouldn't you give Scottie Pippen one opportunity to get a last-second shot without Michael Jordan? Like, 1 year without Michael Jordan. Can I get one shot? Like, I'm doing all the dirty work.
But all of that I understand from the basketball standpoint. But when you say a racial move...
Well, why would Tony, who was a rookie, get the last-second shot and you put me up for bounds? That's what I mean, racial. Like, that was Scottie Pippen's team.
But
Scottie Pippen was on pace to be an MVP that year, right?
Yeah.
Okay, well, why would you put him in a position not to be successful? Why wouldn't you put him in a position to succeed? Michael Jordan is not there, so who's next in line for you?
But have you talked to Phil about this? Because by saying a racial move, then you're calling Phil a racist.
I don't got a problem with that.
Do you think Phil was or is?
Oh, yeah. I mean, do you remember Phil Jackson left the Lakers, wrote a book on Kobe Bryant, and then came back and coached him? I mean, who would do that? You name someone in professional sports that would do that, you know? I think he tried to expose Kobe in a way that he shouldn't have. You're the head coach, and you're the guy that sits in the locker room and tells the players, this is a circle, and everything stays within the circle, because that's what team is about. But you as the head coach, open it up, and now you go out and you try to belittle, at that time, probably one of the greatest players in the game.
Well, it feels like he's disloyal. I don't know if that makes him a racist.
Well, that's your
way
of putting it out, and I have my way. I I was in the locker room with him. I was in practices with him. You're looking for him afar.
Yeah, and look, that's why I wanted to have you on. But I go back, and Phil designed a play for Steve Kerr when Mike was there. And Mike didn't have a problem with that, did he?
I don't understand. You're not setting me up to answer the right question. What do you mean Phil set up a play for Steve Kerr? He didn't set that play for Steve Kerr. He set that play for Michael Jordan.
I thought in the huddle, Mike says, "I'm going to throw you the ball. You'll be open at the foul line." And Phil had nothing to do with that?
And you don't want to get this show started because it'll take us a long time. Do you know all those cameras that's sitting in that huddle who they was working for?
The NBA.
So you know who Michael was speaking to when he said that, right? that was planned. That was speaking to the camera. That wasn't speaking out of what we're going to have to do, what the play is going to be. That was speaking to the camera. Had John Stockton not came down, trust me. But that was building his own documentary because he knew he was controlling the cameras. You understand English?
Yeah.
Okay. So all those cameras that was working were working basically for Michael Jordan, not for the Chicago Bulls.
But
They were doing the Come Fly With Me, the Air Jordan videos. That's what it was. That was not.
All right, that's Scottie Pippen, right? Dan Patrick had another interpretation. Scottie Pippen had his own interpretation, all right, of what he was being racist and calling out Kobe Bryant in that book. Yeah, that shit was whack. But Kobe got over it and knew how important he need feel. But I mean, in the documentary, Kukoc said he hit multiple shots, game-winning shots that season. But Scottie got a point. I don't know Phil enough to know what it was. We know Michael Jordan in his playing days wasn't the most pro-black dude in the world. So at the end of the day, that's his opinion. I can't tear Scottie Pippen's opinion down. Neither can you. Like he said, he was in practice with him every day. Now I never got the I never seen a picture drawn that Phil was racist, but that's Scottie's point of view. I can't tell Scottie what he saw when he went through in the 87 and the 90s or whatever it may be. But then again, if you see most of the videos, the interviews that he's doing, he got his bourbon. He got his bourbon in the screen. All right, he got his bourbon in the screen. So I don't think I think he promoting, but to call somebody racist, that's a strong statement. And I never said anybody else called him a racist on the team, or Shaq or Kobe called him a racist, but I would love to see somebody else's opinion on this. Literally, I would love to see somebody else come out and back this, or say this is cap, this is real, this is false, or whatever it may be. I would love to see somebody come in and back it, or say no, this ain't how it went down. You know, Scottie Pippen tripping, but my commentary just gotta be, it gotta be that, you know, I gotta just take his opinion for what it is. You know, I gotta take his opinion for what it is. I gotta take his opinion for what it is, like everybody else. But I've never heard anybody else echo these sentiments about Phil. Never. You know, but like I said before, it's Scottie's opinion. It's what Scottie believes. It's what Scottie is saying. It's what Scottie think. Can't take it away from Scottie. I wasn't in the locker room. I wasn't getting cussed out by him. I wasn't like racist to see he call somebody the N-word. Like, man, you goddamn bleep, 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 bleep. You know, that's if he say that. You know, that's different. If he go on and say that, like, okay. Like old boy in college basketball, in college football, who was a TCU coach and also the Clemson coach. You know, they said it. You know, he said the N-word, whatever, but I just think I just think he feels a certain type of way. I think he's trying to sell his bourbon. But I really ain't got nothing to say about that shit. That is what it is. I'm not gonna sit here and say, you know, Phil was or Phil wasn't. That's his opinion. That's their opinion. But I love to see Michael protect him. BJ Armstrong come out and say something, but we'll see, man. But hey, let me know what you guys think. Don't forget me on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram. You can reach out if you have a business question, inquiry, response, your video request. All my social media links description. Fast way reach me is Twitter, then Facebook, then Instagram. Facebook group link there as well too. You can reach out anytime. Chop it up. Advertise your business on the channel. Whatever it may be, man. Hit me up, dog. Hit me up, dog. But yeah. Want to make a financial donation? Cash App CJ Good 313. That's in the description. PayPal link there as well too. But hey, best way to donate. Thumbs up the video. Share the video. If you haven't subscribed, let me know what you think in the comment section. Check the NBA Talk playlist out. Peace.